Hi there everybody, welcome back to Valencia Inc. I go by the name Salazar and today we're gonna speak of none other than Cyberpunk TCG. I have now been playing TCG over 20 years now, so I started in the 90s with Magic. And I can comfortably say that the way the structure of this game and how it works makes me really want to let's just play another game. And I'm not trying to sell this game out, it's the vulnerability of most TCGs that make sure that this can either happen or you get too tired to keep playing. But as of right now, I don't feel that. And it is not because I'm on the hype, it's because I do a lot of tournament organization and I care about the fine-lining structure of a game, not only by rules, but the accessibility, the way how long it takes, and how you will be able to approach the game in different orders. So I will start out with, is it easier to come by? As of right now, yes, there's a Kickstarter out by Weirdco, which is not only the highest ever Kickstarter that has been ever to known to humankind. And that is not only because of the IP, because the games are great or the series is great, it's also because the game is actually great. And I cannot over-exaggerate that in any way. You have 3 leaders, which usually games have one kind of leader that has one effect, but here you can use up to 3 of them, where they will have different kind of ways to engage within the game. And if we're speaking of power creeping, usually some games, they start off very calm, cool, you get an approach, it's easy to come by and easy to play, and then it just amps up immediately, and it becomes too complicated, or too many things happen at the same time. In Cyberpunk, I'm not seeing that happening. Why? Well, you are very restricted how much you can do on your opponent's turn. There is not really a chain link, there is a chain of command where you will attack, and if you have an attack trigger, that goes through first, and then you go into however you want to block, or if you're taking the attack immediate. So now we're changing a die, and I think that most people are very afraid of, but the dice are random. Why am I playing a TCG that randomizes stuff? Not really the way how it is. You will each turn roll one of your dice besides your d20, which comes in last, and these dice has just significance the street cred, and some decks don't care about street cred at all, and it's the total amount that you have that sets that apart from others. So there are some leaders and legends that tells you I want 20 plus street cred, and there are others that doesn't care about it at all. So the structure of different kind of leaders that you combine because of the colors is how you will engage within the game. And we don't have hit points or anything like that. No, you have 7 rounds to complete the game, and that is for each player. And the person who has most gigs, or same amount of gigs but most street cred, wins. And yes, that's where the dice take a matter into the equation. When you attack a rival and it goes through, you can pick any of their dices to your side, and now it's your gig. So if my opponent has a d20 and it's a nat 20 on it, I'm gonna steal that, obviously. So the dices itself are as good for both players at all time. So the randomness is not really there that most people think. And I'm just trying to open up that view a bit more, how much it matters and how much it not matters. And as of a tournament structure, I think that this game is the peak. Legit, like the peak. Because some games right now are going 55 minutes plus, and it's best out of 3, and they barely even finish it. But within this game, it seems very impossible for you to do it. And if you do it, I congratulate you. I really do. But there are so many ways to approach this game, and there is not only one legend that is better than all of them. And the amount of some cards that have a significant RAM. So in one of the corners there's a RAM significance that tells you how much you need of that color to be able to play it. So let's take Atom Smasher, for example. If you want to be able to play him in your deck, you need 3 yellow leaders to match the RAM value that he has. So you can't only like put in all the best cards for one color in each deck. You need to say, hey, I'm playing mono yellow if I really want to be able to play Atom Smasher. Or I want to play mono blue because I want to be able to play this card that has 6 in RAM, for example. So the way how you approach it, how you build your deck, it is very specific. Like I haven't approached any game yet that has that kind of vulnerability in a good way towards the TCG. And as of tournament set, I think that this game is going to thrive. And if you're thinking of learning to play, it's going to thrive even more because it's that simple to come by. And these are my honest opinion about the game. And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to sell you in, but I encourage you to go into... I'm going to link it down in the comments. I'm going to link Weird Code, the Kickstarter, where you can print out the starter decks. You can try it yourself. And then you can understand that, okay, this is either something for me or not. Because some people love the chain link mechanic where you do 20 things in one turn, and some others doesn't. But my honest opinion, for a game to work well, like over in a big scale, it needs to be simplified. The only crux where it needs to be complicated is how you approach the game. But that divides the good from the bad. And it doesn't matter if you're good or bad, because the game is still fun either way. And that's what I look for in a TCG. What I want to learn out in a TCG. What I want to be a part of as a TCG. So tell me what you think, guys, because I am sold out. I'm going to play this game mostly out of all the TCGs I play. And it's not because I'm bored of all the other TCGs, but I know for a fact that this is my type of TCG. And I want to know what's yours. But tell me in the comments, try the game, go into the Kickstarter, check for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.
Silverhand sensitive cards.